All right, let's wait for a few viewers to get in there, to get up in here because this ain't gonna be a long video at all. It's gonna be pretty short. But if you haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support I've been getting on my channel. Even though I haven't been getting on here consistently, my channel has been growing and growing and growing. I'll be at 2,000 subscribers probably in a week or so, and I appreciate all the support you guys been giving me. Um, I want to stay giving you guys these announcements. So Saturday is my birthday, and I have me and Tony Lopez, the boxer. His birthday's tomorrow and mine is Saturday, and we decided to start a new YouTube channel / podcast on Saturday. We're launching on YouTube. It's called 12 Rounds of Adrenaline with Tony the Tiger Lopez. I'm gonna be producing it. We start Saturday in the afternoon, sometime between 2 and 4 o'clock. So check us out this Saturday, 12 Rounds of Adrenaline with me and Tony the Tiger Lopez. We'll be having all kind of special guests on there. Not Saturday. We're launching Saturday. But after that, we got a lot of celebrity guests we're going to be bringing in. And if you guys want to support us, I'll give you different ways, avenues to support us. We will be having sponsors. So if you guys are companies and you guys want to sponsor this channel, you guys can contact me through my email, authoronthemission.ab@gmail.com. Hit us on Facebook or Instagram. It's in my bio. But we'll be launching that this Saturday between 2 and 4, 12 Rounds of Adrenaline with Tony the Tiger Lopez. Then, of course, March 2nd is my big launch through my channel with Smurf Nacho and Big Cisco down in the Colorado Springs. We will be launching my channel on Family Flavors The Slide WBN radio station. And we'll be doing that every Thursday between 2 and 4 Pacific time. So come check that out. If you guys can't watch it on my YouTube, you could always tune in on the radio. Like I said, it's Family Flavors The Slide WBN radio station. It's based out of Colorado Springs. So come check that out. March 2nd, we'll be live. For that podcast, it'll be consistently every Thursday between 2 and 4. So mark that on your calendars. Hit that bell to be notified. Every Thursday, it'll be a consistent podcast. We'll be having special guests on that. Also, we'll be talking about music. We'll be talking about everything, the whole industry, music industry, book industry. We'll be talking a little bit about everything on that podcast. On Tony Lopez's podcast, the one I'm hosting, we will be talking about boxing, of course. That's his life story. We'll be talking about growing up in the Gardens. We both grew up in the Gardens. We'll be talking about relationships, how important different relationships are in people's lives, how sacred some relationships are to helping you get to where you want to be. A lot of people don't cherish their relationships, and sometimes they burn bridges that could help you in life. You know, it takes one person to come into your life and change your whole life around. I've learned that recently. My life has been changed several times in the last 5 years, but I think right now, I met the right people are around me right now, and I think my life has took a change for the better in the last couple months. I got some real corporate people behind me right now. Let's just put it like that. And we're going to see where it takes me. People are really trying to back me, back my mission, back everything I'm doing right now. So I'm blessed to have people behind me. Um, and I also got a lot of people that counts on me every day. They count on me for everyday living. So it goes both ways. I always been the one to lead the pack, and what I mean by that is I never asked anybody for anything. I always been a go getter, and I always took care of myself and everybody around me. But I've learned now that sometimes you got to let other people take care of you, and I learned that in the last few months. Um, and for sure, I'm accepting. I've been blessed all my life, and right now, um, it seems like my blessings are coming back tenfold. Every time I've helped someone in my life, I helped a lot of people growing up. Even now, I help people when I can, but now I'm reaping the benefits of all that because I've been a giver all my life, and right now it's starting to come back to me. People are starting to realize, you know, that I've been a giver all my life, and it's time for me to reap some of that what I've gave away throughout my life. But right now, um, if you guys haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Um, Abuletta, what's cracking, grandson? Shout out to the Vadio Valley High. Valley High. These nuts. What's cracking, grandson? Shout out to Vadio Valley High. Vadio Valley High. So I know a lot of people from Valley High. Danny Valdez and Cruz Valdez. I know a lot of people from Valley High. I kind of like grew up between the Gardens and Valley High. My grandmother used to live in Valley High, and I went to elementary school for 1 year over there at Charles Mack. So I know a lot of people from Valley High, man. Today, I touched on this subject today. I mean, I touched on it a while back, but today I want to touch on it a little more because my homie, Cartoon, put out a video earlier touching on this subject. And just as I said months ago, what was going to happen is happening now. The end of hostilities in the California prison system has caused all the gangs. And what I mean by gangs, when I say gangs and I'm talking about prison, I'm talking about the big four, the ABs, the NFs, the MA, and the BGF. So as you guys know, California prison system has basically locked people in the SHU program for 30 and 40 years at a time for being suspected prison gang members, right? And when I was there, I believe it was 2015, somewhere around 2015, we got filters coming down to the main lines from the SHU telling us that we're going to go on a hunger strike. You know, I'm gonna say 80%. Well, I don't even want to say that because I don't know exactly the percentage, but almost everybody on level 4 yards. I was on a level 4 yard when these filters came out. Almost everybody on the level 4 yards participated in this hunger strike. And the reason for the hunger strike was to alert Department of Corrections that we wasn't going to have administration lock these individuals indefinitely in these holes for nothing, for them saying they're gang members. And that's what they was doing. They was validating people on false pretenses and locking you in the SHU indefinitely, giving you an indeterminate SHU program. And what that means, when you get an indeterminate SHU program in California prison system, it means they lock you up and throw away the key. They put you in the hole, and you're there forever until you parole or you die. That's it. That's your only way out. Unless you debrief and go S and Y and fall off, then you go to an S and Y yard. But, you know, people, the administration of California prison system is so ratchet and crooked, they would get individuals like me, everyday street gang members, and they would find a reason to try to validate us as prison gang members and put us in the hole indefinitely forever until we parole or until we die. And the only other way out of that is telling on somebody. And unfortunately, a lot of people did. They debriefed and they got out the hole and they went to an S&Y yard. But they got a debrief. And don't let anybody tell you that was validated and got out of the shoe before they let everyone out. Don't let them tell you they didn't debrief and they didn't tell on nobody, because that was the only way out of the shoe, is by paroling, dying, or debriefing. So if they got out of the shoe and went to a yard, 100% of the time they went to an S&Y yard and they told. Don't let nobody else tell you, oh, I didn't have to tell. I didn't tell on nobody. They did. Trust me. They debriefed and they went to an S&Y yard, and that was the end of their career, and they had to tell. And I know a lot of people say they didn't, but trust me, you're not getting out of the shoe unless you did that back then. Now, they ended hostilities. So an AB had wrote the writ up. He wrote a writ up, and everyone was behind it. Like I said, the big four, they all sponsored this, and they all agreed that they was going to go on a hunger strike. They won, and they started releasing all the bigwigs out of the hole. I was on the bus, so I was being transferred to Lancaster, 270, 180 yard with two AB members, a MA member, and a BGF cat was on the bus with me. And I believe I was going to Lancaster from Donovan. So I got kicked out of Donovan because I got in a fight, and my points became level 4 points again. I went from New Folsom to Vacaville to Donovan, but I was in New Folsom before that on a 180. Then I dropped down. My points dropped to a level 3. They sent me to Vacaville, and I didn't last there long at all. I went to the hole for 6 months there, and then they sent me to Donovan, where I got in a lot of trouble in Donovan. I got caught with a lot of cell phones. I got caught fighting twice, and my points got jacked back up to a level 4. So during this transport, I was on the bus with 2 ABs, a MA, and 2 BGF cats. And they was getting out of the chute, and they was being taken to Lancaster with me. 2 of the individuals came to my yard. One of the MA members and the BGF cat. I don't know. Matter of fact, 3 of them, because the AB cat, I think his name was Lizard or something like that. He came to my yard also. Now, what that entailed was these yards that these guys get released to, they automatically, most likely, take over that yard. And they came down with some direct orders for all blacks, all Mexicans, and all whites. And that order was, we aren't going to fight against each other anymore. And if we did, there was going to be serious consequences. So that means if a northerner or a southerner got into it with a black over money, anything, they can't gamble against each other, but they, when I was there, Southsiders and white cats was my customers. I had the SAT in Lancaster. I went with a lot of black and a lot of crystal. When I got to Lancaster, they had hardly anything when I got there except tobacco, and I came with a couple zips. So I dealt with a lot of Southsiders and a lot of white dudes, and everything has changed since then. So now, because of the end of hostilities, somehow the Northern Hispanics, the Nortes, and the Southsiders, the Northerners and the Southsiders are aligned now, and they are programming together. They're eating together. I haven't heard of them selling with each other yet, I don't know if they have started selling up with each other. I imagine on some yards they have. Um, but right now I'm talking to Corcoran uh B yard, old Corcoran B yard. I think my homie Ty Stick is on B yard. He calls me every day. And he said that they they program together, North and South program together. And it's like, damn. So I heard about an incident that happened, and I want to say Solano. I'm not positive. I got to go back and look at my notes, and I don't have them out here right now. I just did this video, the spare of the moment. But I believe that a black got into it with, I want to say, a Southerner on one of these prison yards. He got into it with a Southerner, and some Southsiders came and backed the Southern. No, wait. Let me get this straight. The black got into, yeah, the black dude got into it with the Southerner over something. It probably was over money. And I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know what it was for. And the Northerner dudes came and got in it, helped the Southsiders. Now, let me tell you guys something. I've been saying this for months now. This California prison system is about to blow up. And what I mean by that is the blacks aren't ready. I left in 2018. I was on numerous level 3 and level 4 yards. Never went below a level 3 GP yard. I hit, I think, 12 or 13 main lines in my 9.5 years being locked up. And I know some people saying, how you do that? Why would you add so many yards? Trust me. The longest yard I think I was at was New Folsom, I think 1.5 years. CMC, my last little year, I was there for a little over a year. And Solano Ho, I was in there for 18 months. But I didn't last long on any yards. I lasted at Donovan for a year, a little over a year also, and that was lovely. Donovan was a lovely ass yard, man. I made more money at Donovan in the 1.5 years I was there than I made throughout my whole prison stay. I had hit for 35 phones. I think it was 20 cans of tobacco and 100 e-cigarettes when I was there. And I was selling phones, I think, for $4,000, somewhere between $3,500 and $5,000, how much phones were. And I was selling mine no less than $3,000 a phone. And I think up to $4,500 I was selling some, and I had 30 of them. I had 35 actually, but 5 with someone else's to help me. But Donovan was lovely. But check this out. This video was about the blacks not being prepared for what's going to happen in there. And I'm telling you guys out here on the streets, and the ones fortunate enough to be watching my videos inside, and they know what I'm about to say is true. It's going to take one incident for a Northerner or a Southerner to get into it with the black seriously, and the Mexicans are coming. And when they come, I don't think any race or any gang could be on an equal playing field when the northern and southern Mexicans align themselves together. Nobody could touch them guys. Trust me when I say this. I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't that the whites or the blacks are outnumbered against the guys, even though they will be, but it's because that I've been in several race riots and gang riots in prison. And the last one I was in Pleasant Valley. And I kicked it off. Me and my 3 homies from my neighborhood, we kicked off a riot with the Bulldogs there. And it was over my little homie's $50 green dot. And I called that. Asked anybody that was there. There was a lot of individuals there. L from A Prisoner's Awakening was there. Several individuals. The other L from Front Hood Compton was there. My homie Vamp was there. My homie Sadiddy was there. Criminal. who else was there? Tino from Stockton, North Side, 44 G's was there. Black from San Jose, 7 Trees was there. Several individuals was there, and I called it that we got off on the Bulldogs. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. We didn't tell nobody but the Compton and Watts car because it was a last minute thing. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. 12 of us took off on the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs in 2013, I believe, or 2013, 2014, the Bulldogs was over 200 deep on this yard. And we waited till a Saturday to do it because all of them couldn't come out. They didn't have their red card to come out, but it was still over 150 of them that came out. And we kicked it off. 12 of us kicked it off with them. And let me tell you guys something. Everybody participated as far as blacks except the IE car. You heard me right. The IE car. The Inland Empire, Bakersfield, around that area, they didn't participate. They sat down. And we was outnumbered. And I don't know what happened because that night after the riot, they had an emergency transfer and sent me up to fucking, they sent me down the way to High Desert that night because someone said that I kicked it off. This is in the record books. If you guys want to look it up, I'll give you a lot of people that was there, the information. You could ask them what had happened. But anyways, so what I'm saying about this in the hostilities, the same thing's going to happen. So say the Northerners and Southerners take off on the blacks. All the blacks aren't going to participate. And I don't care what anybody says on this YouTube shit or in prison or on the street. It's a fact. Every black is not going to go. I don't care what yard you're on, but they're all not going to go. Some are going to stay in their cells. Some are not going to participate. Some are going to sit down. I promise you, I've been through 9 years, 8 months, and 22 days of California prison system straight and been in several riots. I got 28 years inside behind the walls, and I've seen this with blacks many a times. And what's going to happen is the Bay's going to say they're not in it. Bloods are going to, just like Cartoon said on this video earlier, he hit the nail on the head. Certain factions are going to be like, that ain't my beef, but it don't matter. If they all came together, they would have a little bit more of a chance. If all the blacks, the Crips, the BGFs, the Coombs, the non-affiliates, the Muslims, if they all came together and was strapped up, all of them strapped up against the North and South, they would have a little bit of a chance, but not much. And it's going to be ugly. I promise you, I've seen it so many times, man. I rioted against white dudes and Southsiders without the Northerners involved. And they are a faction to be reckoned with. Every group in prison is. And blacks are deep in prison. When you take blacks in a whole, Crips, Bloods, Bay Cats, Sack Cats, everyone together, blacks are very deep on the yard. However, there's a difference. I'm going to tell you the difference. When you belong to a South Side, if you're a South Sider or you're a Norteño and you're in prison, you don't have a opportunity to say no. If one of your homies go around you, they all come. Every single one of them are coming to the yard, and they're going to be strapped up, and they're going to participate. That's the difference between Hispanics and blacks in prison. All Mexicans are going to come to the yard, and they're all going to be strapped up. Why? Blacks, they just don't do that. I'm telling you, I've seen it 100 times, man. There's going to be certain blacks that make excuses. They're going to have excuses why they didn't go out, and then they're supposed to be dealt with for not going, right? But it always don't happen. I don't know what's the matter with black gangs in prison, and anyone that's in prison is going to tell you the same thing unless they're straight up just bullshitting and lying. That's what I've seen my whole career. And I participated in every riot that had to do with anything to do, even in Soledad, and I was there on a 10-month violation on a North B Yard. I forgot what year it was, but the blacks went up with the whites. We went up against the whites, and all the blacks didn't go. It was crazy, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to take one incident for blacks and Mexicans to get into it. Even the Pisces are going to come with the North and the South. They're going to be joined together. It's going to be all Mexicans against blacks. Watch what I say. And it's going to happen over some money, over some phones, over some dope. It's going to happen. And when it kicks off, it's probably going to kick off in all the level 4 prisons. It's just not going to be contained to 1 yard in one prison. When it kicks off and the word gets down to other prisons, it's going to kick off everywhere. And I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the blacks that are in prison. They got to subject themselves to going up against the Northerners and Southerners together, man. It's going to be a bloodbath. Mark my words. I just wanted to touch on this. I'm going to answer some of these comments now. Happy hour with Alicia. Spit that shit, dog. Happy hour with Alicia. What's up, Alicia? When you guys getting back on? I'm gonna start this new podcast Saturday with Tony the Tiger Lopez. It's gonna be cracking too. He's trying to get a hold of Mike Tyson right now. I wasn't supposed to spill that, but I can't hold that back. He's trying to get a hold. I guess him and Mike Tyson, they talk. I didn't even know that until the other day when I was at his house. He said, I call Mike right now. I'm like, man, we need Mike Tyson. So hopefully we're gonna have a lot of ex-boxers, retired boxers on our platform. Man, I can't wait. Hopefully Mike Tyson will be on our podcast. I can't wait. I got questions for him. I got hella questions for all these boxers. And we got some sponsorship. We got a lot of sponsors throughout Sacramento that's going to be sponsoring our podcast. It ain't going to be a little YouTube channel like my channel. My channel is pretty small, but I expect Tony's channel. Well, it ain't Tony's channel. It's real. I'm producing it. So me and Tony's channel, I suspect it's going to be a big channel. It ain't going to be a small ass little channel. So Alicia, when you getting back on, are you cooking today? I should cook today, huh? I should make a cooking channel. I should make a prison spread on here. I got all this stuff in the house to make a prison spread on here. I want to show you. So I've seen these other channels making burritos and shit. I think my sweet and sour, I make a sweet and sour bowl that's off the chain. And I should have went and got the stuff. All I need is a meat log and some sriracha sauce. And I'll show you guys how to make a sweet and sour rice bowl that's off the chain. It's off the chain. But yeah, I just wanted to put this video out there so you guys know what's coming. And hey, Ty, tap in, man. I know you watching this. My homie Ty Stick from 29th Street. He's in Corcoran right now, man. And it's ugly for him right now, man. I don't want to. I'm gonna see if I could interview him on here and let him give you the spiel. He did 20 years. Came home, was home a little over a year, and just caught all day, man. That's my partner. We did a lot of time together. Me and Big Ty Stick. We've been on several yards together, level 4 and level 3. And he just got in contact with me, so I'm going to interview. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can interview him today on here. I want to do another video today. Let me call him and see if he's willing to do an interview on here. I'm going to send him a link. Damn, I wish I'd have told him now. I could bring him on here right now. Shit, how could I do this? So, like I said, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, and tap in Saturday. It ain't going to be on my channel. I started a new channel, 12 Rounds of Adrenaline with Tony the Tiger Lopez. And our studio where we're doing all our production ain't here. It ain't going to have this background instead of a whole nother spot. And I'm still going to keep my Prison Yard TV, but I'm going to be producing that show over there, and I'm producing the show out there in Colorado Springs with Smurf Nacho, Alicia's husband, and the homie Big Cisco. Hey, What's up with Elizabeth? Where's Elizabeth at, Alicia? She ain't hit me in 2 days. I think she chose up. She chose the homie over Big Dog, huh? I'm just playing. Okay. So look, if you guys ain't joined my channel and became a member of my channel, man, I can't stress enough. I'm waiting until I get at least 20 people subscribe to my channel before I start giving you. I got a lot of stuff I want to give you guys, but I don't have 20 yet. When I get 20 people subscribe to my channel, become a member, I got a shoebox full of shit written down. I want to give you guys these poems, these drawings, my ebook, but I'm waiting until I get 20 members. I don't have 20 members yet. I think I got 4. I need 16 more members. Become a member. It's $3.99 or $9.99. If you guys want to become a platinum member or a gold member, if you want to become a gold member, it's $24.99. That's where you're gonna get everything if you become a gold member. But if you're a silver member for $9.99, I'm gonna give you almost everything. But if you're a platinum member for $49.99, I'm gonna give you the kitchen sink. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna teach you guys everything I know on my YouTube channel as far as prison goes. But I haven't reached 20 yet. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this now. Hopefully, look for me later on. I'm gonna see if Ty Stick will come on here and do an interview with me because he's one of. So Ty Stick is one of the real ones from 29th Street. That's like I don't want to say my best friend, but I'm closer to Big Ty Stick from 29th Street than anyone else from 29th Street. And like I said, he did 20 years, came home. 2018, he caught a lot of time, man. 3 life sentences. He's in Corcoran right now. Level 4 yard. So I'll see if I can get him on here. Tap in, y'all. Stay blessed. Tell the people you love them. And make sure you tell the people you love them. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow or they're going to wake up tomorrow. Make sure you tell the people you love them. Check y'all out later on.